Good evening, Professor Chanita.
Yes.
My name is Susan, and I will be a representative of Samratulangi University.
Are you the first one?
Oh, yes, I think so. Let me see. Yes, we are the first one.
Okay, the director. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Do you think we should wait for about 3 minutes because I don't see anybody, or can you like to start?
So it's okay, Professor. It's up to you.
Okay, maybe I saw about 35 participants already. So maybe we can start and then we can continue our session as scheduled. So, I have to say good evening or good night here in Bangkok because it's very late at night now. And very glad that everybody is excited to participate in IWGM workshop. Very interesting. And this section is section 1C, issues and innovation for waste management in university in the time of pandemic. I'm going to be your chair today. And I don't know if my co-chair is here. But in this session, there will be 4 speakers. May I introduce
Progress.
May I introduce our speaker for the session? And because the time is running, the time is short, and I like everybody to share your opinion. So maybe I have to ask for permission to give a short bio data, and apologize if I pronounce your name or rank incorrectly. So our first speaker is Professor Dr. Ellen Joanne Kumar, Director of Sam Ratulangi University, Indonesia. I read her biography and vita and very impressed because she is a leading Indonesian women education leader, and she served now as a rector of a famous university, Sam Ratulangi University, and for 2 terms since 2014 to 2022. And according to her background, she is very well known in engineering and received many international world prize from France, an elite award from the French government in 2005 and 2013. Professor Kumar will share with us today on the topic small-scale biogas reactors, converting organic waste to energy and fertilizer, a case study of Sam Ratulangi University Green Campus project. May I introduce you? Okay, Professor is here. So I shall introduce all 4 now, and then give you a brief say about your presentation. Our second speaker from Portugal, Professor Dr. Ana Luisa Pinheiro Lomilino Velosa. She's a pro-rector of the University of Aveiro and a professor with habilitation at the Department of Civil Engineering at the University of Aveiro. Anna has coordinated and participated in several research projects and published a numerous number of articles, both national and internationally. She was Deputy Director of the Department of Civil Engineering at the UA and Director of the Integrated Master in Civil Engineering, Director of the Degree in Heritage Rehabilitation. Besides, now at present, she is a Pro-Rector of the university with responsibility for campus and sustainability.
Recording in progress.
Vice President of Central Datara or Earth Building Association and member of the board of Association for Protection of Heritage and Urban Planning. And today she's going to share with us, the title is REAP, a project for PET and can. I think it stands for reimbursement of aluminum and PET packaging. Our third speaker is Professor Irandati Lokupitiya, representative of Vice Chancellor, University of Colombo, Sri Lanka. Professor is attached to the Department of Zoology and Environment Science. She has served as the principal investigator of several national and international research projects and has served as the national expert for preparation of the greenhouse gas inventory of Sri Lanka. She has been serving as the director of Center for Environmental Initiatives of the University of Colombo since 2017. And today she is going to share with us her paper on transforming the pandemic into a gateway for zeroing waste-related emissions at the University of Colombo, Sri Lanka. And our fourth speaker for today, Professor Amagen Kinal, representative of rector of Enge University, Turkey. Professor is an associate professor at the Faculty of Computing and Information Technology and advisor of the vice president for development for the University International Relationships and Rankings at the King Abdulaziz University at Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And with the several years of experience of him from in the university rankings, Professor has worked on many areas in improving the overall academic and research reputation and gained experience for the creation of long and short-term strategic plan and management towards excellence. And today he will share with us on waste management of Engi University during the COVID-19 period. So that's the introduction of our speaker. I'd like to invite all the participants to write questions and comments in the chat box. And I'm going to ask the speaker to answer. But before that present, may I ask our first speaker, Professor Kumar, to give a brief presentation, not more than 3 or 4 minutes of your presentation to the participants, please.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Thank you for the opportunity. Hello everyone, greetings from Manado City, North Sulawesi, Indonesia. My name is Susan Mambu, Samratulangi University Green Campus team. And please allow me to convey a warm greetings from Professor Ellen Kumaat, Director of Samratulangi University, as well as thank you very much for trust given by the committee. And for your information, the video presentation of Professor Ellen Kumaat available at UI Green Method YouTube channel. So ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to be allowed to continue this presentation on behalf of Director of Samratulangi University. Today, we would like to share about small-scale biogas reactors, converting organic waste to energy and fertilizer, a case study of Samratulangi University Green Campus project. The definition of sustainability is broad, but remain a relevant, useful tool is must adapt to the local context. Samratulangi University is committed to a continuous effort to instill sustainability into the many aspects of university life on our campuses and in the larger community of which we are a part. Focusing on relationship between sustainability education and campus implementation, UNSRAD is to create an advanced waste management system to meet its goals of zero waste. This study presents a sustainable waste treatment method in converting organic waste, especially a large amount of yard waste, such as grass and leaves, into valuable products, such as liquid organic fertilizer or POC and biogas. As a preliminary study, research was conducted on the growth of chaisim or Brassica juncea, where the results show that the POC treatment improved growth in the early vegetative phase, such as plant height, the number of leaf and leaf area, compared without POC treatment. This project also showed that by diverting the organic waste to a biogas reactor, less solid waste would go to the landfill and reduce energy use and carbon emission associated with transporting the solid waste, which will also reduce the cost associated with hauling organic waste. This indicated that the biogas reactor also applied the principle of circular economy, where this process minimizes waste and pollution, reuses and creates the necessary condition for the regeneration of natural system. Furthermore, the biogas reactor does not have a carbon footprint because it can be processed in the environment around where you live or work, so that the biogas can be obtained directly on the spot. Meanwhile, liquefied petroleum gas, or LPG, has a long carbon footprint, starting from natural gas resources, processes at the LPG terminal to being used by consumers. In conclusion, from a small-scale biogas reactor, UNSRAD has implemented very useful organic waste management, so that at this time we are currently building a large-scale biogas reactor, which can accommodate all organic waste around our campus. Importantly, applying this method in UNSRAD campus represents a proactive showcase in Manado City, where the campus can serve as the best practices venue for sustainable organic waste management and promotes the university as a green campus. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. You are very good and within the limit of time, very clear. So may I ask our second presenter to give a few words? Professor Anna, are you here?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay.
Very clear.
Good afternoon, good night, depending on where you are. I'm very grateful for the organization of this conference, this online conference that we're having today. And I thank you for the opportunity to present the work of the University of Aveiro. I am here representing the work performed by the University of Aveiro and its rector in Portugal. Firsthand, I would like to say that we have been always at the Green, working for since this last rectory on the Green Metrics ranking with a continuous improvement, and this reflects how the University of Aveiro itself has been improving over time in terms of sustainability. We have a sustainability group, and very soon we'll have our own sustainability site. I'm here to present a specific project which is called Recycling of PET and Can project. This project is an EEA grant project together with Norway, and so we have a Norwegian company called Infinitum who is helping us with this very closely due to their great experience in this area. What we are implementing is an extra cost for PET and can in all bars and wherever you can buy drinks, beverages, yogurts, whatever, which have PETs and can. And then we will have a return system at reverse vending machines that are arriving at the university this September. Of course, the pandemic, which is also an issue here in this conference, had an influence, both an interesting influence, as more people are aware of the importance of recycling and of the lack of material. This is an output of the pandemic. But also, we had an issue in which most of the bars at the university, sometimes all of them, were actually closed. So we had to postpone the project for a while. Another issue here is that we have a close link between this project and 3, at least, of the ODS. ODS 12, 13, and 14, as there is a reduction in plastic consumption that we hope to achieve, but also master thesis and PhD thesis, which are running alongside with this practical aspect of the project, and that will hopefully contribute towards these ODSs of life below water and climate action. Thanks again, and I hope for the questions very soon.
Thank you, Professor Anas. Thank you for keeping time. Our third speaker will be Professor Iranda Tikulukupitia from Colombo. Are you here?
Yes.
Please.
Yes, I am here. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You can start.
Hello. Okay. So thank
Hello,
you very much.
I hear you.
Can you hear me
Yes.
now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay. Okay, good. So first, thanks to the organizers for inviting me today, and greetings from Sri Lanka to everybody. And let me tell what I have to say within this 4 minutes. So I'm from University of Colombo, Sri Lanka. And with the onset of pandemic, since around March 2020, our university has been having less than 10% of the regular entrants to the university, including the employers and other visitors. And also all the physical gatherings have been replaced with virtual meetings. All of these have reduced the requirement for energy, water, paper, stationery, and other requirements. Plus also it has reduced the generation of all sorts of waste on campus. So considering this new developing situation, our Center for Environment Initiatives of the university developed a new tool, a set of guidelines with about 131 environmental guidelines covering different aspects for the benefit of our community, plus make them more responsible towards implementing our green policy within the campus. So with the pandemic, we have made our university, we have shifted it to a paperless system, which has been actually rewarding. And actually sometimes now even we get things done within a shorter period of time compared to the past. And also, so that way we have reduced our paper waste. In addition to that, we have our waste storage center, which has been helping recycling all recyclable waste on campus. So we have been doing waste segregation and recycling our recyclable waste through the waste storage center. It has been continuing throughout the pandemic time. And so those are our biodegradable, non-biodegradable waste. So when it comes to our biodegradable waste, we have food waste and yard waste. And food waste, actually, within our canteens, we have actually discouraged people taking food away within other packages. We have asked them to bring their own lunch box and water bottle. And also during the pandemic, we have promoted litter-less lunches. So all those measures have helped reduce the food waste generation on campus. In addition to that, we have taken care of our yard waste by expanding our composting facilities on campus. One good example is the composting facility we established in our Faculty of Arts, the biggest faculty of the university. So that way we have taken care of both non-biodegradable waste plus biodegradable waste at University of Colombo. And so that way we have also avoided any mixed waste. We have minimized or avoided any mixed waste that goes to the landfill sites, causing methane emission, which can ultimately lead to global warming. And in addition to that, we have enhanced our green cover. We have established a botanical garden with medicinal plants, an orchard, and made some roadside tree plantings in different faculties. So even all those can also offset some of the greenhouse gas emissions. So that way, I can say that our University of Colombo, has made use of this pandemic time, making it a better or win-win situation. That's all I can say within this short period.
Thank you. Just in time. Thank you. I still don't see any question in the chat box. And I'd like very much to invite all the participants to like comments and or question in the chat box. Thank you. And there's a question about certification. Maybe organizer can help me answer that. And now we're going to our last presenter, Professor Amagen Kinal from Turkey. Are you here? Professor, are you here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am here.
So are you ready for the presentation for about no more than 4 minutes?
Yeah, actually, I'm ready. I'm from Ege University, from Turkey. In our campus, we prepared a zero waste system. We placed the recycling system box in all places in the campus, and also we make some different color boxes. In the we create a system that we can collect these recyclable waste like plastic, paper, glass, and metal weights in some boxes, and in that we place some blue boxes overall campus, and then we create a system that gathering these to temporary collecting sites, and then we send them for recycling centers. During the pandemic, we immediately create a new system with this waste management system. We put some gray boxes, and as you know, these gray box, these in pandemic times, masks and gloves are very important ways to remove. So we put some gray boxes to overall the campus, and we collect the masks and gloves with these boxes immediately, and this was our zero waste system in Turkey, in Ege University. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I saw some questions in the chat box now, but please indicate in the chat who are you addressing to the question to. So I got now 2 questions. One for the first presenter from Indonesia. The question is, do you face any occasion of waste shortage to feed into the reactor? Professor, I think Professor Kumaat There's a question for first presenter. Are you going to answer?
Yes, I saw several questions also. Which one? The first one?
First one for the first. It said for the first presenter. Do you face any occasion of waste shortage to feed into the reactor from having a rack?
Okay. Thank you for the good question. Professor, so may I answer the question?
Yes, please.
Okay. I hope some of us have seen the video presentation of Professor Alan Kumat on the IWGM YouTube channel. In the video, we can see that Samratulangi University, or we call it Unsrat, has a green zone with many trees around the campus. That's a very good thing, but it also gives us a lot of waste like leaves and twigs. So I think it is a good way for us. We don't have some kind of problem because leaf litter can be found all around the environmental of our university. Every day the tree will drop with their leaves, so they produce a large amount of leaf litter.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And I got two questions
Yes.
that did not address to any person, but the same person who asked the first presenter also has a question for the last presenter, Professor
Arman.
Yes. Can you explain how you dispose of your used masks?
Yes. First, we make them wait for 3 days in those gray boxes, and then we dispose them into the recycling centers.
Okay. And are you satisfied with the answer? I got two. Yeah. Are you done? Do you want to explain more?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And I got two questions that did not address who was asked. May I read the question? One is that what is the cost of the biogas reactors? How many students do you have in your university? Who is doing with biogas? I think 2 or 3 are doing with that. Who want to answer this question?
Well, Professor, I think it's for Samratulangi University.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so if we talk about the cost, so this is we talk about a small scale of biogas reactor. So in Indonesia, the cost is about 10,000 rupiah. 10 million rupiah in Indonesia. So I don't know who is maybe you can convert. So for the other project, we use the
you turn off. Okay, thank you.
yes. So it's not so expensive for the small scale biogas reactor. And then the next question: how many students? I don't know.
You got another one coming.
Okay. Well, I don't know if this relate or not, but
we have around 30,000 students in our campus.
Oh, there's a big one.
Yeah, and because if we convert it to US dollar, it's about $10,000 for the medium scale of biogas reactor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rector. Okay. And another question for you also is that what is the capacity of digester for the anaerobic, I don't know how to say it, digestion? You see the question in the chat box?
Yes,
I
yes.
don't- I think for the others presenter, it's not for us.
Okay, the question is from Wu Yung at 8:49. You can see that. What is the capacity of the digester for the anaerobic digestion?
If this question is for us, so maybe I should answer. For a small capacity, or our digester is about.
I asked the question, the person who questioned. So they said for the first presenter, and I want to the volume of the digester. I want to know the volume of the digester.
The volume is 600 liter for a small digester.
Okay. Thank you. I don't see any other, but may I ask Professor from Colombo University? I find very interesting about your work on the botanic garden.
Yes.
And also the green talk section. Can you explain more about that?
Sorry, about the botanical garden or green orchard. Yeah. So they actually both was established within the pandemic period. They were started last year actually. So botanical garden, that's mainly consisting of medicinal plants, useful medicinal plants, and it's mostly coordinated by the Department of Plant Sciences of the Faculty of Science. And this orchard has been established in the Faculty of Education, and our landscape division and curator and the academics, and they all have been working on these projects. So they are going well.
Okay. Is that the herbal?
Herbal, I mean both herbal and trees. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Very interesting. We plan to do that also in our campus.
Great.
And I got another question, but didn't say who. Have you calculated the effect if recycling on carbon footprint of university for this? This is for second presenter, Professor Anna. Have you calculated the effect if recycling on carbon footprint of university?
No, we haven't actually. We have a specific project on the carbon footprint, but this has not been included because mainly because of COVID, because we are quite unsure of what we can mobilize in terms of the university bars and what will be open and what will not be open. So we had an expectancy, but we are quite unsure of what will happen. Although we have 70% of the population vaccinated now, and so hopefully the university will start in its usual way. So if so, we will have a closer idea.
Oh, thank you. That's another question for you now. Okay. Would you mind sharing a brief information about the overall framework of BREEF, notably the vending machines and its process? Mm-hmm. And the second question, will you get money for the waste we put in the machine? And are they custom-made vending machines?
Yes, they are custom-made vending machines. There are quite a few being sold. We made a market search and we chose some vending machines which will then be able to incorporate glass further on. All beverages that have can and PET will have an extra cost. this extra cost will be supported in the long run by a waste tax that we will incorporate at the university for anyone selling this kind of material. Then, with your own card, every student has a university card. He can use it as a card at the bank, but also to buy meals or to have transactions inside the university with this card. And so what we are doing now is that with this university card, the money that you used for buying your products will be returned to you partially when you put the PET or the can in the reverse vending machine. So we will have a specific code, a specific university code. This will be only inside the university's 3 campi. And this code will be read and the money will come back to you, to your card. So I think this answers this completely, doesn't it? I hope.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I got. I think the time is almost over. I got one to the first presenter, Professor Kumar. It's the question is that who is responsible for the operation of biogas system at the campus? Is it a private company or university owned self? And also the question asks, do your university face any challenges in terms of long-term maintenance of the biogas system, and how does it funded? It's for Rector Kumar, please, and this is going to be our last question.
Okay, thank you. Can I answer, Susan? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's operated by the university itself. So UNSRAD operate for the system, and then for the long-term maintenance of the biogas, how does it fund it? So we try to find some corporate social responsibility from some company. So it gives to the university for funding. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we in time, and time just do fly, just fly. So thank you everyone for attending this session, and we have shared a lot of experience about waste management. Thank you all the presenters. I think we have to get in touch with our network and learn more from each other, and looking forward to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you very
much.
much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So it's going to be a break, and
Thank you too.
we come back. Thank you. And can you look at the schedule and attending the session that you selected on the next section? Thank you.
Still mute, Luciana. I'm sorry, we cannot hear you. No? Yeah, connecting to audio. Still muted, I think. No?
Now, does
Yeah.
it work?
Okay.
Fine. Okay. So good afternoon for all of you. I'm Luciana Sacchetti from the University of Bologna. I'm pleased to chair the section 2C, which will involve issues on innovation for education research management in the university in the time of pandemic. The co-chair is Dr. Neoman Suwata, vice chair of UE Agrimetric, and we have 4 speakers. And I will introduce one by one in the order of intervention. Please remind you that we have 4 minutes for your presentation, so we will have more time for discussion and questions. So I'm pleased to introduce the first speaker, Professor Dr. Uktam Umarzakov, Rector of Tashkent Institute of Irrigation and Agricultural Mechanization Engineers in Uzbekistan. So the Professor Dr. Umarzakov, if you want, you can begin your presentation. Please, you can start. We see your presentation, but we don't hear your voice. Suwata, do you hear Professor Uktam?
No, I think this is the slide provided by the steering committee to prepare, but I don't see Prof. Uktam here from the.
Okay, you don't see him from the participant.
Yes.
Okay.
We can skip for the.
Okay, let's skip it. Yeah. Is there present Professor Dr. Chanita?
Yes, I'm here.
You are here. Sorry
Yes.
for not. I will. Can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Okay. Okay. I'm Professor Dr. Chanita Rakspolomung from Vice President from Siam University, Bangkok, Thailand. And I'm responsible for the academic development and sustainability projects at the university. Besides all that work in the university, I have been appointed in many national committee. For example, the office, the Committee of Education Council, and so on. And also, before I joined Siam University, I was the Dean of the Faculty of Education in Chulalongkorn University. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So please, the floor is yours. The virtual floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. So, okay, my presentation is about the university as a living learning lab for sustainable futures. So you see that. So at my university, Siam University is now working, has been given importance to the sustainability since it is one of the three pillars of Siam University for a long time, even before I come to work here. And the university work promote the sustainability under the principle of the late King Rama IX's sufficiency economy philosophy and sustainable development, and have employed the policy of sustainable university, sustainable district, to promote socio-economic environmental well-being of our target groups called the 3S: students, staff, and surrounding communities. And after a long practice, we think we want to transform learning for sustainability and propose a model called the Living Learning Lab. This triangle of Living Learning Lab consists of three elements. First anchor is the university. We began by positioning the university and the new vision. Innovation for sustainable future has been approved to support initiative leading to both campus sustainability and community sustainability. And the Academic Council approved to integrate sustainable development and SDGs in all our activities. The second anchor is education program, and the university decided to use general education program as a test bed for the Living Learning Lab model. The revised program has integrated the concept of Living Lab to provide a real-life experience for students, especially in the course related to sustainability. And the Living Lab aims to establish partnership with connect academic activity of the institution with non-academic partner. And the user-driven innovation, either product, process, or idea should be the outcome. The third anchor is the learning ecosystem, consists of four elements: the people, in which the learners are the prime focus. We aim to nurture them mindset for growth mindset or sufficiency thinking, soft skill and sustainability competency. The second element is the pedagogy and delivery methods. This revised NED program use interdisciplinary approach and real-world learning in addition to other active learning, and the student can use campus as their living lab or choose to work in the local community as social living lab. The third element is the learning infrastructure. It consists of physical infrastructure and human infrastructure. Physical infrastructure, naturally, the university has to provide flexible learning experience and needed technology. And human infrastructure, meaning that we expect that our faculty will be reskilled, upskilled to be more than a knowledge provider. The fourth element is learning community. So, and in this element, Siam University has initiated a model called the UPC, standing for University, Public, Private, and Community Partnership for Local SDGs model to work on the campus and community sustainability. All the work has been done very successful and well until the COVID-19 pandemic hit us, and it disrupts our four elements of Living Learning Lab model, especially the delivery methods and the real world experience. So of course we cannot go to the community, and it forces us to use the virtual world. However, the middle part principle of the sufficiency economy principle philosophy has helped us cope with the difficulty, and many lessons has been learned. One of that is that a goal of Living Learning Lab are more than economic, social, environmental sustainability. Most important is human sustainability. That is our 3S. Student, staff, and surrounding community are the key drivers of sustainability, and that human learning can make a difference, which shall lead us towards sustainable future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chanita, for your presentation. It was very interesting to me to listen to the 3S model and the concept of self-efficiency is very powerful. So thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
So is there now present, I call again Professor Uktam Umerzakov from Uzbekistan. Is he there, or we skip to Dr. Daniel Kell?
I think Prof. Uktam just confirmed that he cannot join the meeting.
Okay,
so
fine.
Okay,
okay, so very well, thank you, Newman. So I will present Dr. Daniel Kell, representative of the rector of the University of Pécs in Hungary. And he has presented his university, so this is very interesting, as the greenest Hungarian university. So we are very curious to learn about how the university has reached this important target. Please, Dr. Daniel, the floor is yours.
Hello, nice to meet everyone. I hope you can see me and hear me clearly.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
That's
do.
Great. So first of all, my university is the oldest university in Hungary, and now it turns out to be even also the greenest. So that's very, very good news for us. About myself, I teach probability and statistics at the university, so at the Faculty of Business, and also I'm responsible for all the rankings, so not just UI Green Metric, but all other rankings, all international rankings. So I try to answer all your questions if you might have any. I hope I will be able to do that, but I'm not expert in all of the details, but I'll try my best. So you said that University of Pécs is the greenest university in Hungary, and we think that, or we state that based on the UI Green Metric rankings, because in 2020, our university ranked 29th globally and first among the Hungarian universities. And we together with the University of Szeged, are the national coordinators for the UI Green Metric network. And also the University of Pécs started other national and international networking processes recently. In our presentation, we summarized our main results in three main areas: environmental, social, and economic responsibility. So I'm going to just list very briefly some of these programs, and I think the secret in this result of being the greenest Hungarian university is in the number of those programs that our colleagues started and are maintaining and managing. So one of the most important ones is the Modern Cities program announced by the Hungarian government. And the university uses this funds or these sources to make its infrastructure more better and greener as well, so more modern. We started with replacing fossil fuels with renewable energy sources as much as possible. Our colleagues introduced PET bottle-free universities, so the university is not selling, or nobody at the university is selling PET bottle drinks anymore, but there are free water filling stations for everybody to use for free. Of course, the situation, the COVID situation forced universities into paperless administration, and we think that we have some innovative responses to this situation. Energy efficiency and energy savings are also a key part of this procedure. University of Pécs was the first Hungarian university to join the virtual power plant program and to start a local version of it, the Baranya virtual power plant program. Baranya is the county where our city is located. And as a result, we really think that this helped a lot to the city of Pécs to become the greenest Hungarian city in 2020. About the So we are a coordinator of the V4 Green Universities project, which is a project for the Visegrad countries and some neighboring countries to learn good experiences or best practices from each other. We had a successful international conference in September 2020. Of course, it had to be online. We had more than 200 participants from 30 different countries. The university is participating in the Solar Decathlon Europe competition with the project. Also, we think that social responsibility is a part of sustainability and a large part. So, as in the last years, our university got Responsible Employer of the Year and Family Friendly Workplace of the Year titles. Also, our university had a clinical center, and this clinical center played a major role in fighting the COVID crisis in Hungary. The National Virology Laboratory has been partly established in our university, and of course, there was a care center in the clinical center of the university. And we also have smaller campaigns like the Moon Bike campaign, where we encourage daily cycling for students and staff, and it was very successful, I would say. Our enrollment campaign had to be online, so this is also a change, and we won an award for this in a digital creativity category. About the future, we have to, our economy has to recover, and we are going to start a so-called clean tech program for the regional partners to restart the economy in a more green way. This is in a planning phases, I would say. So I think the most important tasks are to build our network even stronger, and to continue with the many and small but very powerful programs that we are doing, and maybe to bring up new ones. And thank you for your kind attendance. And please, if I can answer your questions, I will try my best.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Daniel. By the way, my professional role is very similar to yours, because I am a ranking officer myself, a ranking expert at my university. So I do not only work for GreenMaker, I work for QS, THE, and everything, THE Impact, also. I will maintain a question for you afterwards. Anyway, congratulations for the perception that you are very much embedded, integrated, universities integrating within the city. So there is an open door. It seems, I perceived from your presentation that there is an open door. The university is open to the city, and the city is open to the university. So yeah, thank you very much.
Also, this can also always be improved, but
yeah, I know. Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. So the last speaker is the assistant professor, Dr. Int Omar Rafael Alomar, representative of the president, Northern Technical University in Iraq. And he will speak about the importance of the scientific research for achieving sustainable development goals during COVID-19 pandemic. Northern Technical University, a case studies. So Professor Omar, the floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. Could you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay, that's good. This is Muhammad Khalid Yusuf. I'm the third person in the presentation. I'm from Northern Technical University in Iraq, NTU University, on the behalf of Her Excellency Professor Dr. Engineer Ali Abbas Al-Attar, Chancellor of the University, and Assistant Prof. Dr. Engineer Omar Rafa Al-Omar, Manager, Director of Quality Assurance at NTU University. I'd like to thank UI Green Matrix for inviting us to share our experience and ideas in this nice event. As we know, the corona or COVID-19 pandemic in Iraq began to separate with the registration of the first confirmed case of infection in Najaf Governorate on February 24, 2020, after which the government took the decision to close the schools and university until further notice. Our university, Northern Technical University or NT University, was founded in 2014 after the reorganization of the Foundation of Technical Education FTE to 4 universities, including the newly established Northern Technical University. The university covers the 3 governorates, Nineveh, the largest one, and Khartoum and Salahuddin, which located in the north of Iraq, north to Baghdad also, with 10 colleges and technical institutes. NT University serves less than 20,000 students in different levels of studies, diploma, bachelor's, higher diploma, and master degree. Also, NTU seeks to open a doctoral study during the year 2020. The academic staff in the NTU University is about 800, 64% male, 36 are female, with different positions, starting from a professor till assistant lecturer. There are about 102 programs at NT University, different levels, as mentioned, technical diploma, bachelor, higher diploma, and finally master degree. In order to achieve sustainable development in any country, there will be need for appropriate competencies that are able to take responsibility and the incentive which requires link on modern methods in the ways of providing knowledge and science. The role of scientific research will be highlighted in achieving these and identify the ways in which future generation will learn how to address the complexity that characterize sustainable development, which appears through first, activating the research movement of all science and specializations with the university. Second, applying the capabilities of the university and making it to achieve sustainable development. And finally, focusing in scientific research on finding solutions for sustainable development. The scientific research in our university, the total number of papers on the Google School site is about 1,130 research papers from 2014 until now. 23% of these papers is regarding or deals with sustainability goals. That's mean about 264 research papers dealing with sustainability. In the pandemic period, there are about 291 dealing with renewable energy, 406 dealing with environment, 142 dealing with green, 169 dealing with sustainability, and about 100 Sorry. Again, in 2020, there were 102 papers. In 2021, there are 67 until now dealing with sustainable development. That means there are about 67 research papers in different topics of sustainability from 2020 until now. While only 53 research papers were published in 2019, as mentioned, well, the number is increased to 102 scientific papers in 2020, and until writing this study, there are 67 research papers in different topics of sustainability. The university's research on scientific balance continues to grow and increase, especially in the areas related to achieving sustainable development and its goals. The pandemic period gave inputs to university research to publish more research and motivated them to participate in any specialized international scientific conferences and forums. Also, NTU has adopted a diversified program for a group of scientific activities during the year 2021 that are being implemented by the college and institute of the university. All of them are related to the sustainability development goals. This event is about more than 70 events will be implemented by the 10 colleges and institute of the NTU University. Thank you very much for your listening and attention.
Thank you, Dr. Angel Omar, for your presentation, and which is focused on research publication, I understood. And the database is Google Scholar, so you are not using other databases like Scopus or Web of Science. All the information that you provided us were based on Google Scholar, correct? Correct? I mean, your information were from Google Scholar.
Yes,
you said.
This is
yes.
Just for Google Scholars. Yes.
Well, very good. Okay.
As adopted in the IWGM metric.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Nilman, please, can you help me if just to have a look at there are questions from the audience, or I may have some introductory questions to the three speakers that we have heard. What do you suggest?
Yeah, I think from the participant can directly raise hand or
okay, fine.
Question because we have time, yeah, since Prof.
Okay.
Oktam is, yeah.
Okay, just in case we need to break the ice, I can ask some questions. Okay, fine. So you tell me.
Yeah, from Dr. Hamza, Muhammad Rida.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Hello.
Actually, I have one question about the sustainability research, actually. How we define the sustainability research using Google Scholar? I mean, in the Scopus indexing database, okay, there's some commands is published or dataset is published by Elsevier, and this dataset identifies easily the output of the universities and sustainability goals, SDGs. But in Google Scholar, when I read the methodology of green metric, they actually specify the sustainability research is specified related to the water or transportation and extra. In this year, I see in the research part, the sustainability, the part of education and research is linked to the SDGs, to the some SDGs. So actually, the question is two paths. The first question is how we identify the sustainability or the research that related to the green metric indicator using in Google Scholar. And the second question is, in this year, do we need to include all the papers that it is related to the SDGs, okay, related to the research and indicators, or we follow the previous methodology, which is related to the sections such as infrastructure or waste or something like this? I don't know. I hope my question get to your mind. Thank you.
I guess that the first part of the question could be answered if kindly Professor Omar Al-Fair Olmal could answer, because he has just used the Google Scholar, so he can answer. For the second question, I'm only a participant to green metric as you are. Okay, our university is number 10 in green metrics, but that doesn't say that we are perfect. But this year, for the questionnaire of 2021, we will follow, as is indicating the item in the guidelines. So we will follow we'll select the paper from using the keywords that are indicators in the item, which is transportation, energy, whatsoever. In this moment, I don't have the guideline with me. So we are not using the indicators of the SDGs, but the general macro criteria of green metric. So please, if Professor Rafael Olmar could answer about Google Scholar, how he has actually used it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The indicators was the keywords that fixed in the papers. Also, the area of interests of the authors, and finally some reports from colleagues and our institutes to distinguish the desired papers that related to sustainability. The keywords, as mentioned, were green, water, environment, renewable energy, transportation, and climate change, and etc.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But I think in this year, if you read the updated guideline for the green metric, or if you look on it, they link the research part to the SDGs. Okay, but they didn't mention whether we will use the sustainability development word keywords that in our search. That means if something related to the justice or equality or something like this, this SDGs is mentioned in the research part of the new guideline. Okay, but for this year, do we follow the last year or we will follow the updated one? This is there is some change actually.
Yeah.
Yes. For the last one, for 2020.
2020, yes.
If we follow for the last time for the 2020, they must provide us with the keywords, the new keywords.
Yes, the keywords.
How about the research that it is not mentioned? How about the research on SDGs that it is not mentioned? Okay, in the guideline. That means, okay, if some research is related to the SDGs for setting an infrastructure, okay, but this one is not mentioned because in the research or education part, they didn't mention all the 17 SDGs.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering at this point.
Okay. Actually, we are running time. I think we have less than 5 minutes left. I suggest you to send an email to Greenmetric to ask this question, to specify the keywords or how to relate to answer this questionnaire, since the questionnaire is open until the end of October. So we have all the time to receive a direct answer directly from them and not from us. Are there any other questions for the other speakers? Newman, you see some other hands raised or questions?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So I have a very short question for Doctor of the University of Pech. So my question is you said that the city of Pech is a very green city. So is the city which is leading the way from the university or vice versa? So
Well,
this is my question.
You know, I'm a little partial in that, so I would say the university is leading and
okay,
the
fine.
city is following. But probably if you have somebody from the city,
yeah.
But I think the first one. So
okay. And I have another very short flash questions for Dr. Chanita. Is still there? Thank you very much. You mentioned that you're organizing what you call Living Lab. Is that a model of intervention with students, I guess, or with citizenship? I didn't understand if the Living Lab involves students or people in the city of in Thailand. I mean.
Okay. The Living Lab can be applied, I think, in many ways, but within the higher education context. In my university, I use general education model, so it mainly work with the students. Okay, and they are practicing the real world experience in applying the knowledge from the university to help people in the community. So
I see.
mainly,
so there is a link. So there is a link with the community.
Yes, there's a link,
yeah.
and there we have many projects working with the communities.
Yeah,
I'm responsible for about 7 projects each year.
very good. You're very clever. 7 projects. My God. I know that some people also in Ireland, they do Living Lab with the people of Cork, of the city of Cork.
Oh, yes, I've been there.
You've been there. So,
yes.
So been learning there something from them.
Yes.
So
yes.
They're very good.
Thank you.
Thank you for your kind answers. So Newman, are we coming to approaching the end of the section?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. So are there any other suggestions or questions, even questions from one another speaker? Maybe if you have questions cross questions, I mean, you can of course ask. It doesn't seem so. So let me really thank you very much for your presentation. It was very interesting to listen to you, to the different experience, to the way you are trying to, in a different way, to create a link between the university and the city and the society, and the importance of research also. And these kind of exercises between the students and the community. So thank you very much, and see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Applause.
See you all tomorrow. Bye.
See you tomorrow. Hello.
Thank you.
Do we have to go back to the main room?
Thank you.
I think we don't need to back.
We don't need to go to back room, main room.
We just press leave room.
Yeah, we can directly leave this room.
Just leave, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.